Cirque Eloize is coming to Sadler's Wells from the 20th of September with their show ID. In the run up to this, we have been speaking to one of their lead dancers, Forty Nguyen. It's considered a high point in contemporary circus with its unique melange of circus with music, theatre, and street dance. So, how did all this begin? How did this journey begin, and how did you get where you are today as a company?
The company first started off with in very humble beginnings with Geno Pancho, the head of the company, artistic director, as being a circus artist himself and aspiring to have his own creations. Starting off with a company of just a handful of people and just a real small company, growing from there into the larger company, I guess it is today, employing other people.
How does circus still remain relevant to audiences in today's world with so many television reality shows and talent shows like X Factor, etc.?
Circus in general has a very long and rich history and has changed a lot over the years. Back in the day, it used to be known as a style called Barnum and Bailey, which was it's what people think stereotypical circus is, with lions and tigers and bears and a ringleader and fire and bearded lady.
True.
And now with the type of circus, the more contemporary circus we have now, it's a very interesting outlet to describe a story. And I think in the type of circus we have now, it just becomes a new, different art form of storytelling, of presentation. And I think that it becomes a very interesting way of...
He has toured the world extensively with this show. How has the audience responded across the world?
The response is always wonderful. We always have great response for the audience, and we often have a lot of surprise of where I feel like the promos that we show on TV and the images that people see on the internet, it doesn't quite maybe do it justice. And whenever the audience sees the actual show, they're like, "Wow, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. That was crazy." But it's been quite a long and amazing ride. This is actually going to be our second time that we've been to London and also at the Peacock.
Vowed audiences, but you do not use safety nets for your performers. What was the main reason behind that decision?
I think this is something that's also common in contemporary circus, and in the circus, the one of the golden rules is always safety first. But I feel that with the show that Eloize likes to tell, and the story that it likes to tell, we want you to know that everything that you see is real, and the tricks that we perform on stage, they are quite like amazing stunts, and we may seem like superhumans to you, but everything that you see is quite real, and it's all happening right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be loads of... Tell us a little bit about ID, the show itself. I mean, what are we expecting? What are we looking at for people who hasn't seen the show last time you were here?
Sure, yeah. In the show, the contemporary circus world meets the world of urban dance, and it's set in an urban decor, and ID explores the theme of identity and individuality in an autonomy, in a culture where maybe you can sometimes lose your image. So the show tells the story of two groups, two gangs who are in conflict with each other, and I play one of the chief of the gangs, and there's another chief of the gang, and it's sort of like West Side Story meets circus meets breakdancing.
That was Forty Nguyen from Cirque Eloize. For those of you who missed them last time, here is your chance. They are at the Peacock Theatre, Sadler's Wells from the 20th of September.